You're listening to Real to Real with Coach Herb and B, a podcast that brings you community and culture with your host, Coach Herb and B.
I think we are, sir. Cool. Hey, what's happening, y'all? This is Coach Herb, and my homegirl B is joining me as usual, and Mr. Ben in the background, and we are joined by a lovely guest named Allison Wright.
Yes.
And she has some terrific stuff for your hands.
I love it. I'm so excited. Yes.
And maybe your feet, or is it mainly hands?
Oh my gosh.
It is actually both.
Ah.
Do people do press on toenails?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do. Yes, they
Oh
do.
my gosh, it's a thing.
You see, I was like, they have to, because like that's like if they want to match and everything, that is the move.
Yes, I never
it is.
thought about that.
Don't imagine the whole like long toenails. It's got to be.
I do.
Still manicured. But if you want it to match, that's the way to go, right? So,
yes, it is.
Yeah, you see,
My daughter has
I have a 14-year-old daughter, so
that makes a lot of sense.
She's she has like this little kit that she uses, because it's funny because like she plays sports, plays basketball, and sometimes it'll after a game or two, like one would break off. And
oh
my God, I gotta fix this. So she does
right, exactly.
Yeah. So,
that's so cute, though.
I know. I think that's adorable.
Yeah. You learn something new every day.
Right.
Yes, you do.
So, Allison, we want you to take a moment to introduce yourself to our platform and promote yourself to the ability. Who is Allison Wright, and what is your company?
All right, you all. So again, my name is Allison Wright. I am the owner of Kouture Nail Bar. Yes, it is a Black-owned salon. I do, of course, hand services, pedicure, manicures, acrylic full sets, gel full sets, you name it. I think I'm most popular for my nail art, and I also sell press-on nails. And a lot of people don't know, but I've actually started to sell press-on nails before the pandemic. But that's what I do. I'm located in DC, home-based salon, and that is that.
Yes,
nice.
That is that. Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you.
Well, Herb threw me for a whole loop here, because now I've got a question that I wasn't originally going to plan to ask, but now I want to ask it first and foremost because it's the most recent thing you just talked about.
Yo, who knew that you knew so much about the nail life?
14-year-old daughter.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Herb
mentioned it. So his daughter plays sports. Do you, it could be something for the future, but do you have like a nail line for sports, like for that might be a little bit more sporty or very bright? I know in baseball, catchers actually wear like neon, or they paint at least their nails like a neon color, so the pitchers can see their signals and things like that at a distance pretty easily and stuff like that. So just kind of made me think when Herb was saying his daughter sometimes chips one or breaks something and has to kind of pop it on afterwards or whatever. So I was like, oh man, what about like sports specific nails?
Look, that would be absolutely dope. But there's press-ons. That's what they're for. You can get them long, you can get them short. So if you do play sports or something, the whole being able to glue them back on, that right there, like if you had a regular acrylic full set or a gel full set, you would have to go all the way to the salon. Yeah. Why not just go in the locker room real quick, get your bag, get the glue out, press them back on.
Yeah.
Because they're convenient. So, you have press-ons. Press-ons will solve any issue.
Yeah.
Any issue.
Yeah.
Hers is usually at home, so she's like, oh, I gotta go home and fix this.
Well, at least they're portable, so you can take it,
She can't take it with her, yeah.
Well, Herb's the
Yes.
only one who has like some help with the nail stuff. Yes, he has his
That is true.
his daughter and his wife. But I actually got a question about: do you prefer acrylic, gel versus dip? Don't ask me what half of those are, even after I was explaining to them what they were.
Ben,
Do you have a preference
look at you.
of those
You
styles?
two tonight.
Yes, that is a really good question.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Get real, Mr. Ben. Get real.
I am so proud of you two.
Yes. So I'm going to explain the difference between acrylic and gel. The acrylic uses two materials, okay? So you have your monomer, which is the purple liquid that you see, the nail techs dip the brush in, and then the powder, which is called polymer. After you dip the brush in the liquid, you dip it into the powder. And then that forms, I won't say a gel, but like a putty type of material, and which is acrylic. But then you pat it on top of the nail, you pat it on the surface of the nail, and as time goes on, probably in the next couple of seconds, it hardens, it solidifies, and then you have that hard, acrylic nail. Gel does the same thing. However, the process to put it on is way different. It's way different. I actually have gel right here, so let me grab it real quick. And this is the jar that the hard gel comes in. This is IBD. That's my favorite brand of hard gel. And as you see, it's only one jar. So you would literally dip your brush in this gel. It's a little runny right now, but you would dip the brush in the gel, and then you will apply this one. Let me see. Oh, you guys you're in for a treat. I have all of my nail stuff right here.
I love it.
You are so lucky. So I don't know if you can see, but if you put a brush or an object and you give it a little swirl, and you can pick it up like this, and that is the gel. Yeah.
Okay. Does that stuff come in different colors?
It comes in different colors for different things. For for our actual a regular hard gel set, it comes in clear, and it comes in like a blush pink, like a really, really, really almost opaque pink. For people who want that natural look, They also have potted gel polish, and it's in a small little pot, just like that, but think, a lot smaller. And they actually have colors. Now, you can do different things with acrylic, like ombre. Gel, not so much. That's a little hard to do. But with the hard gel set, you would cure it in the lamp instead of letting it air dry and it hardens and everything. For that to harden, you must cure it in the lamp. That's how it hardens. Now, someone actually asked about dip too.
Yes.
Okay.
Look
a lot of people
Ben.
do not know. Oh, sidebar, I also want to be a nail educator.
Okay.
You're doing it tonight. Trust me.
No, I love it.
I'm
Yes.
doing it tonight. Yeah, so you're asking the right person. So a lot of people do not know that dip is acrylic. They're like, no, I don't want the acrylic full set. I want dip. Dip is acrylic. Dip is acrylic. The liquid that they use to paint onto the nail and then dip into your in the jar of powder, that is basically a different form, a thicker form of monomer. And then of course you still have the polymer, which is the powder. You're still using acrylic. People don't know that though.
Wow.
It doesn't give you that feeling once you say dip.
Yes.
Right.
But I don't like dip. I honestly don't like dip because it's so gross. It's for me, it's not safe. It's unsanitary. Everyone's dipping their finger in the same jar. It's just, even if you do haven't washed your hands, what if they have cuts on their fingers? Like, you never know. I don't want any parts of it. I don't want any parts of it.
So it doesn't have some sort of like disinfectant thing in it. You would think that would be part of the.
I would hope so.
Compound.
Because people like re-dip their finger or not re-dip, but like dip their fingers, multiple fingers within that same jar.
Yeah.
They don't like
Yes.
pour it out into like a cup and like do it from there, or
Well,
At a nail
they
salon?
have
sanitary.
they
I don't
have
know.
different ways to use the dip. However, even the dish that you would use to scoop out the powder that you're going to use, what are you going to do? You're going to throw it away? All the powder that you didn't use, you're going to throw it away? That's expensive. Or you're going to put it back in the pot. They're going to put it back in the pot.
Put it back in the pot.
Yes. And you do
You can't
also
spray it with
re-dip your
Lysol?
finger. No, you cannot. That will mess up everything. That will mess up everything. No.
Hey, it's a good question, I think.
That is
That
a
is a good
great
question.
question. I thought
That
the
is a
same
great
thing.
question.
Yes.
Yes, that is a great question. Again, I don't know if they have any type of disinfectant powder droplets or anything inside of the dip powder. I'm pretty sure they do not, but it's no way, no.
Well, Herb mentioned a little bit earlier about the matching your fingers to your toes. So, random question, because he kind of mentioned about the length. What's the longest nails that you've personally had yourself, or maybe done for somebody else? Because I feel like you see those pictures of people with really long nails, or you maybe even see them in person where they
Yes.
can't like type on their phone, like with the tips of their fingers, having to use like the actual like
Yes.
knuckle
Everything
part.
is like
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. So back in, first of all, I think the longest I've ever had my nails is maybe this length here, the length of the press-ons. I typically kind of try to keep my nails short, especially now because I work with my hands all the time. But the longest nails that I have done, back in 2015, I was working at a nail salon for a little while, and a lady came in. Her nails were so long, I can't even, like, maybe if you like attached forks to your fingers and like tried to type with them, that's how long they were. They were gorgeous though.
is,
They were
inappropriate.
gorgeous.
I can't.
Why? But they were so pretty. They were
No,
so
I can
pretty.
understand that they are pretty, but how can you function with them?
You know,
Are you talking about the long ones?
Yes.
Oh.
Like, how do you do all of that? I can barely deal with these, and you can't even see me.
it's pretty. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty easy. I used to work in retail, and of course, I have to have my nails done like all the time, you know. But I was working in retail, and customers would ask me like, "How do you wipe?" And I'm like, "Ma'am, the same way you wipe yours." Like, there's no difference. There's no difference. Like,
That question now.
I don't know.
Okay. Oh yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That's not even like the one thing that I thought about. I just thought about like functioning on your phone, or like, you know, picking up a bag.
I was thinking
like,
about how do you. I thought she was gonna say how do you type. I didn't know she was
Right.
gonna say how do you wipe.
But that's the question. That's the number one question that people have when they see someone with long nails. How do you wipe? And I'm just like, do you really need to know? Like, why is this even a question?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a question. It is a popular question.
So I know B will put up your website, you know, throughout or during the podcast, especially towards the end. But you know, I was looking at it to do a little bit of research for everything, and again, had my significant other have to kind of walk me through what I was really looking at. But she said, "Oh, she has coffin nails." I had no idea what that meant, and then she kind of explained it to me. So, can you kind of explain one, maybe what a coffin nail is, but then two, do you do lots of other kind of styles or types of nails? Because I know apparently they come in different shapes and sizes now.
Sure. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. So to answer the second question first, yes, I do do all types of different shapes of nails. I do almond, there's almond, there is ballerina, there is the lipstick shape, which I have not done. No one has asked for it, but if someone does, I will definitely do it. There's round.
Is that what Megan Thee Stallion has? Like that little halfway, like lipstick, weird, you know, cut off. Where I was like, "Where's the rest of the part of the other nail?" Okay, yep.
Those are our lipstick shape. Back in, I want to say like 2012, like first of all, nail trends changed so much. But back in like 2011, 2012, there were these things called fan nails or duck nails. They were popular not here but more in Jersey, and they would in New York, they would have this wide,
They
it's basically
wide
the
and
opposite.
curved.
Yes, it's basically the
Mm-hmm.
opposite of a coffin nail to the extreme. Okay. So to answer your first question, a coffin nail is basically what I have. They are square nails, but a little bit more tapered. They're a little bit more skinnier, like a
Right.
really, really nice tapered square. That's what they are. Think of the bottom of a coffin. Think of vampires and stuff like that. When you think of a coffin or a cartoon coffin, how that's shaped.
Mm-hmm.
At the bottom of the coffin, it is a tapered square. It gets a little thin. It gets a little more narrow. So that's what a coffin shaped nail is.
There you go, Ben.
Yeah, the more
Yep.
you know. Dang. Okay, I'm gonna be coming out here knowing all the things.
Right.
He's gonna be
Um,
the next nail tech. The next nail tech.
Yeah.
At the end of this, I wouldn't be surprised if he has his brush and polish ready. Okay.
look, I
He'll
do
be
a
Mhm.
lot
ready
at the
to go.
Y. I might be doing
Yeah.
that next. Who knows?
That might be another science project.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Yeah.
So while looking at your website, I noticed that yeah, a lot of the nail work that you do is it takes a high level artistry work, and I was just kind of interested to know, do you do them to order? Do you kind of work with the clients to see if they have an idea, maybe they've seen some of your work, want something different, or do you kind of have a base template that you kind of go off of for majority of your work?
So, I do a little bit of both where um, I do think of what I want to make. I design them just off of the top of my head. I'll go ahead and design a set and then I'll post them online. And then, customers, if they like it, customers will buy it. But then I also have a section where you can order custom nails. I do allow the customer to go ahead and send me a picture, email it, text it to me, send me a picture of what you want. And if I can do it on a press on, I'll go ahead and do it. Flat fee. Well, I won't say flat fee, but it's $50 for a custom set. Of course, you pay for shipping and tax and everything. But I do allow my customers to have, some say in what they want. They can even ask for little more stones or a little less stones, or instead of this being pink, can you make it blue or something like that? So they have some say. They have some say when it comes to the custom request.
Nice.
What comes in a custom set?
Um,
How many? How
what?
many press-ons?
Oh, okay. So one set, whether it's custom or not, one set, you'll get all 10 press ons. That's why it's very important for you to measure your nails. So I don't want to
Mm.
send,
Okay.
like 20 different nails and you try on each nail to see which one fits. Um, you
as-
do have to let me know what size you wear.
so, can you elaborate on the size? Like, are you talking
Yeah. How do
about
you
Sure.
do the
the
sizing?
how
Okay.
the width of the nail?
Yes. So this is
Okay.
basically how you measure your nails. You will measure them in was it millimeters? Yeah, I want to say it's millimeters. So you measure them in millimeters. Um, you would measure from one side wall, which is one, side of your
Uh-huh.
fingernail, the largest part, and you would measure all the way to the other side. Now you can measure with tape and a ruler. Just go ahead, wrap the tape around your finger, mark both sides of your nail, tape it onto the tape, or you can put it on paper and then measure that space. That's how you'll find out how many millimeters that one nail is. Um,
Mm.
or you can use a tape measure. Basically do the same thing. Wrap the tape measure around, your finger. It'll be on the millimeter side, of course, however many millimeters that nail is. That's, you send it in, you look at the size chart that I have available for everybody online. Um, and each size has a set number for each finger. So for a large set, your thumb will be a 0, your index finger would be a 4, your middle finger would be a 5, and so on and so forth. For a medium, for a small, for extra small, they have different numbers for each finger. And
Okay.
if you don't fit any of those, you can measure all of your nails, all 10 of your fingers, and then send in your size that way. And then that way I can, pick and choose which nail to go ahead and get for each finger. Design them as the set that you want and ship them off to you.
All right.
Nice.
I'm looking at my hands now. I'm like, wow,
You getting ready?
He's
that's
getting ready.
that's some work.
He's getting ready. It's not that bad. Everyone thinks it's really bad when it comes to measuring. It's very easy. You can also order a size kit from a website. It is a download. It is a download, so you do have to have a printer. Download it, print it out. It comes with a millimeter ruler on the side of the paper, just in case you don't know how to convert centimeters into millimeters, and that's fine. That's cool. A lot of people don't. I'm an artist at heart, so I've been around rulers all my life. So I do offer size kits. And you can just download the size kit, see which size you wear, do the ruler, measure yourself with a ruler, and then that's how you find out your size.
What would you
Right.
say is the most popular request that you get for when it comes to nails? Glitter, hand painted. When I wrote this, because you hadn't told me all the cool names of the nail styles. I said talons, so stiletto, aka pointy. I have no idea what there. Or also, could you say just maybe what's the most popular trend that you're seeing in nails right now?
Okay. The most popular trend is ombre and stones. Swarovski crystals are like a girl's best friend. You do a set of nails, if you get your nails done, the cherry on top is stones. You must have some stones for your nails to be popping. Like I'm not covered in stones. I'm not dripped in stones, but I do have a finger. You see those stones right
Yes.
there, the crystals?
Mm-hmm.
See how it blings?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's, like I said, that's the cherry on top. That's the icing on the cake. That's a must have. Ombre is really cool. Although it is kind of dying down. But you can never go wrong with an old fashioned ombre set. Also, coffin. Okay, coffin is a really popular shape. Coffin is a really popular shape, so you must have your coffin nails.
Okay.
And you mentioned the other one. What was it? The one that was
The
like
lipstick.
mainly in Jersey or whatever.
Oh, the fan
Those
nails.
terrible nails.
Yes, no one does that. No one does
Yeah, you don't
The
want
what
that.
nails? The fan nails?
the fan nails.
Yeah,
The
they're
duck
like
nails. No
wide
one.
and like big at the end, and like some people
Oh,
really still do it, but it's terrible.
Some people actually do, but I am not one of them.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not.
Now, for
I'm with you
anybody
on the
who,
coffin nails. It's so nice.
you get
Sorry,
a lot.
Ben.
no, you're
I
fine.
know. I don't know whether Ben has this question. I don't look at the questions.
It's true.
He
Yeah.
he. Do you get a lot of requests from celebrities?
Ooh.
So that is a really good question.
You don't have to name
Yeah.
names. You don't have to name names.
Okay. So I just got a request from a celebrity
Okay.
last week. She just got her set. I'm waiting on pictures and videos and everything, right? She had just released a song, I think the same day that Cardi and Megan released their song. And I recorded a brand new set that I just did that night, recorded it with the song playing in the background, and I tagged her in it. And so she's like, oh my gosh, those nails, I need them. So I'm like, oh.
Nice.
So I go on her DMs. I'm like, if you need this set, I will gladly ship it today. So she was like, yes, I absolutely love it. I want it. She sent me her P.O. box. I shipped it to her. She's all the way in California. So like I said, I'm waiting for her to, open that box, put those press-ons on, and send me pictures.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Cool.
But so far, that
I
is
love
my
it. That's pretty
only
cool.
Celebrity.
client. Yes.
Now, what about it's kind of odd, not really odd. It's sports. Any sports figures? Mainly.
No.
I noticed that a lot of the WNBA players
Have been showing their nails.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
even though
noticed
they're
that too.
shorter, even though they're shorter, they are having like a
Mm-hmm.
lot of different style nails
Hmm.
now.
They're getting
Very
like
cool.
they're able to like, I guess, be
Express
bold enough
themselves.
to like express themselves now. So they're like showing a
Gotcha.
little bit more.
Well, I honestly I don't watch basketball. I'm more of a football type of girl.
Okay.
I don't watch basketball, but if a basketball player would love to come to me to get their manis and their petties, I first of all, when I do manicures, it's not your average manicure. You are still going to be blinged up and glittered down and chromed out and everything. Like you will still get the works, even though it's short and it's on your natural nail or something. You will still get the work. I'm
Hmm.
still going to work it out for you. But oh, I would love to do a basketball player's nails like this. That would be like insanely hot. Like that would be dope.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I was gonna say right before we kind of started recording, I know B had mentioned a set of nails that she really loved that you had done, and it kind of elicited an emotional response from you. So, where do you find inspiration for the work that you do? Since Herb is mentioning the WNBA, and I just know sports figures in general, they are being very social warriors right now and champion
Mm-hmm.
causes, and I think that would be a great way to kind of tie in the two, especially some of the work that you've previously done.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It would, it would. So as far as inspiration, I guess I can find inspiration anywhere. From even watching TV, a show called Claws. During quarantine, I watched all three
Oh
seasons,
yeah.
and that was such an inspiration. I had so many great ideas afterwards. Even just walking down the street, or anytime I go into a store or something, um, I would just look at everybody's nails. I guess the same way that women check a man's shoe, when she's walking past, that's how I check women's fingers. Like I always look at nails. I can grab inspiration from a shirt. I can look at that shirt and say I can make, that butterfly that's on the shirt. Let's go ahead and put that on the nails. So I
Hmm.
can grab inspiration from anywhere. Most of my designs come from, my own imagination, but I can grab designs from anywhere and anything. Actually, I do have a set, which is the Fight for Power set, because of all of um, the injustice going on, all the movements going on. Um, I felt that it was important for me to express myself
Yeah.
through my art, and which is my nails right now. So
Yes.
I was super inspired to go ahead, especially because I don't plan on joining any protests. It's too COVIDy out there. I cannot. But that is my way of expressing myself. So yes,
Right.
the Fight for Power set, was very, very, I was very emotional doing them. And they turned out to be very, very nice, actually. They look really nice. I've gotten a lot of compliments, a lot of orders from that set alone as well. So
I
they
really
make me
like that
happy.
set.
Thank
It's like
you.
a conversation starter, right? So
Yes,
every
it is.
time I see it, I'm like, you know what? It's really like something else to be able to walk around with something on your nails
Yeah.
to just
Yes,
start a whole conversation about Black Lives Matter, right?
right.
People are not talking about it as much as they need to now, and just the
Mm-hmm.
fact that you can have something to put out there and just talk about it, right?
Yep,
Because for
yep,
one, it's a piece of art, but for two, it is a conversation starter. So
yes.
good job. I like that.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hmm.
Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite set. And I'm honestly I'm proud of myself that I was even able to convey what I was feeling into that set to even make people, feel so good about them. Like
Yeah.
I'm proud of
Yeah.
myself. I'm proud.
Yes. A nice
Um,
pat on the back.
I know, right?
Tip of the cap.
It does make you feel good.
Yes.
how have you been able to adapt during this tumultuous time with uh, COVID kind of going on right now? Obviously, there's a lot of protests going on as well. I know a lot of businesses, some are staying open and supporting local people that are coming around. Are you able to do things in person? Are you mostly focusing on the online sales and things like that to be able to maintain your business?
So I don't know if I said it already, but a lot of people do not know that I actually launched my press ones back in October. way before the pandemic and anything else started. But I didn't get any sales, which was okay because I was still, taking customers, in the salon. And I was so busy with that I didn't even have the time to, really focus on any orders that would have came in. So, because we've gotten we were instructed to go ahead and close down all beauty salons, any nail salons, hair salons, and everything. Towards the end of March, I closed my salon, just thinking that I would possibly be closed for a couple of weeks. I designed some new press-on nails, just to draw people's attention, and hopefully they'll buy. Because remember, I didn't have any luck in the past, so let's try like 4 new sets, right? The end of March and April was my biggest sales month ever.
Wow.
I couldn't even keep up with orders. Like as I'm making an order, I would already have 10 orders in the queue, and then 3 more would just like instantly drop. And then like 2 hours later, I have 4 more orders, and I'm just like, I need to hire like an intern or something. I need to hire an intern. But since then, since March, it's solely been press-ons. That's the only thing that's keeping Kouture alive and running right now. I do have plans to open up soon. However, I'm still really iffy about everything. I'm a slight germaphobe, y'all. I'm a slight germaphobe.
Well,
Anyone who's been to my salon knows I am extra clean. You wash and sanitize your hands. Even before COVID hit, you wash and sanitize your hands once you come into my salon. You sign a paper. Have you been sick? Do you have X, Y, and Z? Do you have arthritis and any other, disease I need to know about? I am very, very, very clean. I wash and sanitize implements right after the customer, and germs. Okay, I can't deal. But like I said, I plan on opening up soon. It's just, I have to stop being freaked out. But I will open up. I'm definitely opening up.
Now, for
Nice.
people who
Yeah.
consider themselves artists and maybe want to kind of get in your line of work, do they need a cosmetology license? How long, has that taken you, or how long have you kind of been in this line of work to kind of get to the place where you feel comfortable to, have your own salon, do this kind of work online and things like that?
Okay, so I've been doing nails for 10 years, 10 whole years. I actually started around this time, 2010, just started college. College students are broke. We have no money. We can't go to the nail salon to get our nails done all the time. So I actually started out designing press-ons 10 years ago. And I would wear them, and everyone would ask, "Oh, where'd you get your nails done?" "Oh, girl, these are press-ons." But my godmother was a nail tech, so she, took me to a place where I can get professional products, practice on myself, and almost every day for the last 10 years, anyone who sees my nails would always ask, "Where did you get your nails done?" Whether the polish is faded, one nail is broken, a stone is off, they would always compliment my nails. So I just felt like, yeah, it's definitely time to go ahead and get into business. Now, yes, you do have to have your license in order for you to take customers, do manis and pedis and full sets and everything, because when you have to know the basics, you have to learn about sanitation. You do have to learn about the chemicals that you are using, because these are chemicals. You also have to know about the bones in the body, because you are performing massages when you do a pedicure and a manicure. So it's important that you know about conditions of the skin, conditions of the nails, other diseases like asthma. Maybe your products, excuse me, may not be, the right fit for your customer, because she may have asthma. So you want to make sure you have a air purifier or something like that. You just need to know. So getting your license, it does take about in DC, it does take about 350 hours. So for me, that was about 4 months.
Okay.
In Maryland, I think it is, do not quote me on this, but I think it's about 200 or 250. DC is 350, and Virginia is less than Maryland. So what I can do is I can apply to be a nail tech for the entire DMV, because I've already had my 350 hours.
Okay.
So yes, you do have to get licensed. You do have to sit at state board, take your practical, take your written exam and everything, and you'll get licensed.
Nice. Nice.
how do you do home visits, or are you still kind of like?
Well,
So
she said everything is super COVID-y, so I don't know about the
Well,
whole
you know,
visit.
like
home visits, I don't do home
Right.
visits at all. I've tried that once. And I wound up getting stuff stolen. So I would never be a traveling nail tech ever.
oh
But
okay.
as far as welcoming my customers back to my home, like I said, it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time for me to feel comfortable again. But like I said, I plan on opening soon.
Right.
Well, all right. Thanks a lot. Sounds like we're winding down to the end of.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the end of every
These were great
podcast,
questions.
we love it. No, thank you. Ben over there. Look at that, man.
Yeah.
This was fun.
Yeah.
This was fun.
You know,
At the end of every podcast, we usually like to promote small businesses within the DMV area and have them just have a voice to be able to promote themselves and put themselves out there to everyone. So this is your opportunity to do so and market yourself at the best of your ability. So, yes.
All right, you guys. So again, my name is Allison Wright, owner of Kouture Nail Bar. I do all types of services, acrylic, gel, manicures, pedicures, you name it. I also do lashes. I am selling press-on nails until I am able to open up my salon again. I am selling press-on nails. They are available for purchase at CoutureNailBar.com. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Kouture Nail Bar. I also sell cuticle oil pens. These are really nice, especially because fall and winter are coming up. You don't want to have dry cuticles, especially when you just got your nails done, right?
Yeah.
You can easily take this brush, go ahead and get your cuticles real quick, moisturize them, and that will also promote healthy nail growth. Kouture is about healthy nail growth, y'all.
Mhm.
I also sell Boesch peeling socks. So if you are in need of a pedicure, you cannot or do not want to go to a salon to get those smooth baby feet, you can go ahead and make your purchase at CoutureNailBar.com. Boesch peeling socks.
Is that
And
the
again-
stuff where like you literally like your skin just peels off?
does it really?
Yes,
I
it
might need
is.
that.
Oh, but it works so well. It works
I
so
might
well,
need
y'all.
that myself.
Right? I'm like, maybe
works
that might
so
need to
well.
be a thing.
No, they work so well, like without a doubt. Your feet, it does take about 7 days for them to actually start peeling, but once the peeling is finished, oh, your feet are so soft. It's crazy. It's
Nice.
My wife
crazy.
might appreciate that.
I mean, look, you should get it. You should definitely check it out. Get it. Get a couple of pairs because they, like I said, they are really nice. And that is that.
Yeah. I love it. Well, thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
We really
appreciate
Thank you
appreciate
for
That was,
having me.
That was a very, very fulfilling as
Yeah.
far as like information that
Yeah.
Ben and I got to know. Even
I
though
love it.
Look,
I know a little
I'm glad
bit.
I was able to educate you guys. Like
Yeah.
that was
I
really
love
fun.
Yeah,
I
that
do
way.
have one more ask though. Is
Sure.
that you tell us about your wall right behind you.
Oh yeah.
Because right before we were
Okay.
talking about it and you tried to downplay it, but we want you to put yourself out there because that wall is a very inspirational wall. And I want you to just speak on your inspiration that's right behind
Okay.
you.
So right behind me, when I am in my room, when I'm working on sets or when I'm in between sets and I do have a little time, I do like to create something new, to post online so I can get more revenue, I can get more orders in, and I can make Kouture a bigger brand. I might go ahead and make a new set. And once I'm done making that set, I'll go ahead and put them on the wall. and that's just where they hang until someone orders them. And then if someone does order them and it's not that size that they need, I can go ahead and quickly reference what that set looked like, so I can do them, in front of me. So these are a couple of sets that I have done. They are online, and just waiting for people to order them.
Yeah. Thank you. I wanted you to be able to inspire others, of course, because usually people do vision boards and vision walls and things like that. Yeah. That's your wall of inspiration. So
this is my wall of inspiration.
Yeah, I love it.
Sounds good.
See if you guys
we appreciate you.
See a little bit of it, see what's going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Just got a little bit of stuff, just a little bit of things.
I love it.
Appreciate
it. Thank you for joining us.
For coming on and sharing your inspirational business and all of that stuff. And thank you.
Is there something else I can help with?
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And until next time, everybody, like, subscribe, follow us, and make sure you tune in to Allison's episode when it airs.
Yeah. That was great. That was great.
The Real to Real podcast is presented by Herbert Williams Baffoe and Bianca Moskaitis. Our producer is Ben Runyon. Our technical director is Nick Patry. Audio and video lead is Megan Kotner. If you enjoyed this episode, please follow and like us on Facebook and Instagram at Real to Real, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Podbean, or anywhere else podcasts are found. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on iTunes. It's been real with Coach Herb and B.